The most common thing I've noticed in some older video games is that they just throw you to the wolves from the gate. They expect you to figure out eventually or use the manual for help, but they are not going to hold your hand in the slightest. For the hardcore gamers, this is probably a welcome challenge, but for me, it's just kind of daunting. And I felt this so much playing the original Legend of Zelda. I got a dungeon and a half in before I consulted a walkthrough just to figure out where I needed to go next. And as the game progressed further and further, I only became more dependent on it to help me beat the game. So much of the game is left for the player to just figure it out eventually. They'll keep trying their hand at getting the sword upgrades only to learn it's a hearts check. They'll keep looking for something only to find it hidden under a very specific headstone. Some things they'll stumble into, but so many feel like I never would have figured it out without external help. I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing. I think for some people, this complete freedom to an extent is appealing. They want to puzzle out the game at their own pace. But for me, it just got frustrating walking in circles looking for the one small thing I missed. I much prefer having at least some semblance of a direction to go. It doesn't need to be a hard cut line straight towards dungeon number one, but I at least need some semblance of orientation. Whether that be a quest marker, a big beam in the sky, or really any indicator at all. I just like to know where I'm going, so I'm not just aimlessly walking in circles for hours on end. But I still beat the game eventually, and that was really my primary goal. I just wanted to say I beat the original Legend of Zelda. I used and abused the time features on NSO, and it made the experience much more enjoyable. I didn't have to run a million miles to a shop to get another key because I accidentally wasted one on a dud door. It saved me so much time by just eliminating the tedious tricks that were ultimately just my own failures being shoved in my face. But Nintendo clearly learned from this while making future games, so I can't blame them too much. Now I can just respawn in the dungeon instead of the beginning. I can teleport to important places. My time is being saved. So I appreciate the original Legend of Zelda for what it is, but I am very glad the games have gotten better and more streamlined since.